Alright, test one, two, test one, two. First off, welcome everybody to week 7 of the Bender Designs UMP Modifieds. We're sitting here going through our qualifying session right now as we're watching the rest of our drivers get finished up here. Like I said, we are currently in week 7. After this week, we have one more week before the regular season finale, next week is actually the regular season finale before we start our playoff format going into our 4-week playoffs. 3 rounds between those 4 weeks, so it should be very interesting there as well. Go ahead and take a look at our current standings coming out of qualifying. It looks like we got Landon Rogers on the pole right now with a 12.38. James Murphy is going to be right behind him on outside pole, followed by Ty Williams, second row inside. The second row outside is going to be held by Dylan Patterson. Third row inside is going to be the number 10 car of Richie Gaines. Sixth place is going to be Charles New the third. Seventh is going to be the number 77 car of Samuel Stevenson. Eighth place is going to be held by Dalton Bragg. It looks like Colton Zimmer is sitting at the tail on the 9th place spot. We'll go ahead and give everybody a couple more minutes to get finished up, and we will get ready to go racing. I just remembered one thing. If I don't turn this off, you guys are going to be very mad at me here in a second because they're about to start drivers meeting. Sorry about that. You guys did not see that at all. It looks like Drew Junkman is just now getting onto the field and getting onto the track. And it looks like Drew Junkman is going to end up taking that pole position with a 12.35, about 0.04 of a second ahead of our old pole sitter, Landon Rogers. And it looks like that's how our field is going to round out. A 10-car field tonight. We should have, I believe it'll be one heat race session, but it might divide it up into two. From there, everybody will advance into the feature, and we should have a very nice, efficient 30-lap feature. Yesterday in the sprint cars over at Oswego, we actually had to end our first session of the year on time, on a time restriction. Reason that was is unfortunately we were not able to finish all 30 laps within 35 minutes, so the race ended up being called at lap 28, I believe. So we'll go ahead and see if everybody can get lined up, and we can officially get this race going. I apologize for anybody wondering my trading paints. For whatever reason, I have it on and I have it working. It just, for whatever reason, some cars work and some cars don't. I've never understood it. But it looks like the majority of these guys do not have their actual wraps on, so I do apologize to all your wrap builders about that. I don't know if that's what it was waiting on or what. Oh, I guess I wasn't caught up. It looks like they are moving. I am sorry about that. I was wondering where everybody went. So as I said, we'll go ahead and go over the running order real quick. It looks like we got Drew Junkman on the inside pole. James Murphy is going to be on the outside pole position. Dylan Patterson sitting third. He has Richie Gaines that's going to be, or no, that's Charles Newt third. And then Dalton Bragg in last place in that 5th place spot as we bring him around. Apologize for the yawn and me kind of losing my voice. It's been a very long week, but I'm happy we're back in the broadcast booth and back to racing as Drew Junkman's going to bring him around in turn 1. Dylan Patterson sending it inside on James Murphy's going to hold that outside line though. He's going to hold second consistently, but Charles Newt third is right behind James Murphy. He's going to take 3rd place in that outside line with Dylan trying to make speed on the inside. It's not going to work. Drew Junkman's going real quick on the outside, but James Murphy's trying to make a... Oh my god, he's flipping! Dylan Patterson's flipped! Oh my gosh! Yellow flag. Dylan Patterson has flipped his sprint car. How did he do that? I kind of saw the tail end of that. Oh my gosh. What happened here? Oh my gosh, him and Charles Newt III get into each other in the middle of 3 and 4, and it looks like just the way Charles got into his, I don't know if it was really, I don't know, yeah, Charles kind of gets into his right rear a little bit, with Dylan trying to send it in on the inside, and I mean, just pretty much sends him for a barrel roll. I mean, all you can do at that point is just hold on, right into the catch fence, and just flips that car again. Wow. Let's go ahead and watch that back one more time in real speed real quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dylan in the number 27 car. I'll see what he saw there. That's a heck of a ride. To say the least. That is a heck of a ride. Let's go ahead and go back real quick. I would like to see the view of Charles. Gotta see how he took that. Out of nowhere, he's just got a car flipping over him. Wow. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders there. What a race to say the least so far. Take a look at our current standings. Still sitting in the lead is Drew Junkman in the number 13 car. Sitting in 2nd place is going to be James Murphy in the number 65. 3rd place currently is held by Charles Newt III. 4th place is going to be held by Dalton Bragg. With 5th place it looks like currently is Dylan Patterson. As we sit here, I believe we're probably going to get ready to go 1 to green. I would say this next time by. We'll go ahead and get ready to go green flag racing. Nope, I think we're going to get one more and then we're going to go green. I think it is 1 to green this time by. Like I said, Drew Junkman is going to be your leader. James Murphy outside pole. Charles Newt III in 3rd. Dalton Bragg in 4th. And Dylan Patterson is going to be rounding out your top 5 as of right now. We'll go ahead. First caution of the night as we get ready to go back green.
Green flag, green flag.
We're halfway through this race. 8 lap heats as always. In lap 4 of 8, as Drew Junkman's leading them around. I mean, there's just a lot of air, as you can see, a lot of air getting under those left fronts. I mean, it's clearly, you know, easy to see how Dylan Patterson was able to flip that. You just get any kind of momentum and get your car out of whack or sideways in any way, and there's a lot of bad things that can happen. Drew Junkman's working that outside line the best he can, trying to make everything work. Gets into the wall a little bit, lost a little bit of speed. James Murphy's going to try to get around it and make it happen. With the white flag this time, Drew Junkman's going to lead him on the inside.
Alright, there's the ticket flag. Great job, driver.
And Heat Race 1 winner is going to be Drew Junkman. Alright, we'll go ahead and get ready to get going for Heat Race number 2. Looks like our pole sitter is going to be the number 4 car of Landon Rogers. Oh, excuse me, I apologize. Second place is going to be held by the number 12 car of Ty Williams. Third is going to be the number 10 car of Richie Gaines. Fourth is going to be the 77 of Samuel Stevens with Colton Zimmer in the back for Heat 1.
Green, green, green.
Colton Zimmer's coming around on the inside, making a lot of work from 5th to 3rd already. Looks like Richie Gaines and Samuel Stevenson is having a heck of a battle. Colton Zimmer really making up some ground. Colton Zimmer's already up to 3rd. Let's go ahead and take a look at his car and what he can see right here. He's really trying to do whatever he can to make it work. Let's try to get a little bit better view of what he's looking at as he goes ahead and gains a little bit of speed, trying to catch up to our leaders. Looks like we got Colton Zimmer in the 2nd place spot right now. He was able to get around Ty Williams in the number 12 car. And it looks like Landon Rogers is going to go ahead and get a comfortable Heat 2 win here. Colton Zimmer is going to be your 2nd place finisher. Ty Williams is going to round out your podium for Heat number 2.
Green flag, green flag.
Whew. As we wait here and get ready to go green flag racing. Sorry, I was having a mic issue. The mic has been giving me some issues connected to my mix amp, so that's why I kind of went blank there for a few laps. We are 4 laps in of our 30-lap feature here tonight for the Bender Designs UMP Modifieds. Week 7 of the 8-week regular season before we go ahead and advance to a 4-week playoff. I believe all of these drivers, with the exception of Richie Gaines, are either locked in or on pace to make it to the playoffs. So we'll be seeing a lot of these guys in the coming weeks as well, as we are waiting for our pace truck to get everything settled down, hop off the field, and we'll get back green flag racing. Pace truck is in. Ty Williams is going to bring him around. You got Ty Williams and Charles New the third, two teammates leading that front row. They come around with green flag racing. You see Ty Williams is going to lead him in the turns 3 and 4. He's going to be your lap 6 leader, first lap after that caution. Charles New the third is going to end up in second, but you got 2 to 3 wide racing. Colton Sandler is going to sit in on the outside. Dylan Patterson at 27 on the inside. And James Murphy's going to fall to Colton Zimmer in that number 20 modified on the outside row. Looks like Charles New, he might have broke. I'm not really sure what happened, but holy crap, he's severely slowed up. And everybody else was able to gain. You got 3 wide racing. Colton Zimmer on the outside. Charles New the third in the middle with Dylan Patterson in the middle. James Murphy's trying to take advantage of some of that speed as well. I think there's some speed on that outside line. They might be able to, Colton Zimmer might be able to pass the field and take the lead. Trying to see what he can do to catch up to Ty right here. I don't think even Ty realizes what's going on up there. Colton Zimmer's trying to do whatever he can on that outside line to make it work. Ty Williams is fighting for his life on the inside line, and James Murphy's just sitting there comfortably in third, saying, I wish both of you guys would touch so I could squeeze right by you guys. I think it is going to get really competitive here in the next little bit, because James Murphy knows he's got a fast car and he's got to make something happen. Ty Williams trying to come up the outside line. James Murphy taps his bumper, tries to see about doing something on the inside. Colton Zimmer, I don't know if he got a little bit loose or lost a little bit of speed. Looks like Ty Williams was able to block a little bit on the outside, but blocking only opens the door for James Murphy. I don't know how much blocking Ty can do right here. But it's going to be really interesting as we get ready to get to the halfway point of Week 7 of the Bender Designs UMP Modifieds here at Fairbury. I don't think Ty Williams has the fastest car out here tonight, but he is doing everything he can to keep that car in front right now. James Murphy and Colton Zimmer are on his butt. It looks like they got a lot of speed and they're faster than him, but they just haven't been able to put it together and get around him yet. In doing so, it's opening the door for that number 13 car, Drew Junkman. Actually, he was one of the cars that got the crap into the stick of that invert, along with Landon Rogers getting bumped to the back with the inverting 6. But Drew Junkman was able to make up a lot of ground, and there he is sitting in 4th place, catching up to the leaders with 12 to go. Oh, they touch. Leaders touch. Ty Williams gets into James Murphy. Drew Junkman gets into the inside of him. Colton Zimmer tries to take advantage on the outside. Drew Junkman's going to be your race leader, I believe. Ty Williams on the inside trying to make it all happen to get it all back. Drew Junkman's where he wants to be on the outside. Ty Williams is back where he wants to be. Drew's got to cross over. Colton's right behind him. Who leads the lap? I tell you what, 4 wide racing going into the turn. Holy crap. James Murphy on the inside, Colton Zimmer, Drew Junkman was 3rd, Ty Williams on the outside. Drew and Ty do a crossover. The other 2 hold as we go back into 3 and 4 right here. Colton Zimmer tries to do what he can on the outside, throws a crossover. Drew Junkman comes down. Ty Williams on the slider, gets into Drew. Ty Williams is going to lead this lap, I believe, unless Colton Zimmer can get around him. Ty Williams with the crossover. 7 laps to go. I don't know how racing could get any better than this. This is some of the better racing I have seen in a long, long time. Ty Williams is doing everything he can to get this win right now. Drew Junkman doing everything he can to get this win right now. Colton Zimmer's been trying to get this 1st place spot for about 20 laps now. And James Murphy's just sitting there in 4th place waiting for them all to collide so he can take the position. He got 3 wide racing constantly with 5 to go. I mean, it don't get much better than this one. You have a 4-way battle for 1st place going on right now. Colton Zimmer's coming around to try to lead the lap. They're coming around turn 3 and 4 right now. It's going to be Colton Zimmer, Drew Junkman, Ty Williams, James Murphy. 3 laps to go. James Murphy's going to throw for a slider. Almost comes into Colton Zimmer on the crossover of Drew Junkman. Holy crap, they can't get any closer than that, I tell you what. It's starting to separate out a little bit, boys. I think it's going to be Colton Zimmer or Drew Junkman. We're coming to the white flag right now. Drew Junkman's going to lead. Colton Zimmer sitting on the inside. Who's going to get it? Drew Junkman's coming around. Colton Zimmer's on the outside line. Drew's going to block. Drew Junkman is your winner of the Better Designs UMP Modifieds Week 7. Colton Zimmer is going to take 2nd. James Murphy 3rd. Ty Williams in 4th. We'll go ahead and get interviews from our top 3 here shortly. Give me about 90 seconds, everybody. We'll be right back. Going to give everybody about 60 more seconds or so, see if anybody wants to jump in for broadcast before we wrap it up for the night. If any of you guys are in here, Drew Junkman, Colton Zimmer, James Murphy, and you want to hop in for the broadcast, just jump into Discord and I'll drag you through to the voice channel. Alright, everybody, thank you guys for waiting. Wanted to give everybody a chance to get our top three drivers in the Discord here for the interview. We're going to start with third place here, James Murphy. First off, James, heck of a finish. At one point, I think we had five drivers fighting for first place. I know we were kind of talking briefly about some of the racing there, but how did it feel to, walk away with a third place finish out of that? I know you would have liked to have won, but got to be happy with third.
Just happy to finish. We had a good race going. Just some people was throwing questionable sliders, and they just don't have the respect. But we still was a good race, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Right? We understand that as well. Got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank?
Thank you for broadcasting it and putting everything on. Everybody with League of Outlaws and Talking Dirt.
Perfect. Everybody, that's going to be James Murphy in the 65 machine. In second place here, we're going to have number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Colton, I know you're a previous winner in these. I know you're very competitive and would have definitely liked to come away with a win. I actually thought you were going to do it on that last lap. What were you thinking? Going into, say, the last couple laps, is there anything different you would have done there, knowing how it would have ended now, or is there just not enough speed on the bottom?
I think where I went wrong was full sliding 1 and 2. I probably should have short slid, but because that kind of just like ruined my momentum.
Yeah, I know that was
The
the big killer. Once Drew came down on that crossover, there just was no speed left to do anything in 3 and 4, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was hoping that he would run like slider and mess up somehow, and so I just stayed bottom. But
Yeah, it was definitely
yeah,
an unpredictable race to probably say the least. You got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank?
yeah, I just like think Agility Speed Shop, Sweet Victory Apparel, and you guys for putting the league on.
Perfect, and we appreciate all the love there as well. Everybody, that's going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. And then our winner here is going to be the number 13 car of Drew Junkman. Drew, I feel like I've talked to you in the same spot probably about 4 times now. But you know, same stuff, different day. How's it feel to be in the front and collect another win? I believe this is your second in UMPs. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was definitely the craziest race I've ran in this league.
Yeah, I haven't. It's been a while since I've seen constant 4 cars all battling for first. Like I said, and like we were kind of all talking about in here. I don't know how I felt about it completely overall. I mean, I am happy there were no cautions, but definitely some crazy racing to say the least. Have you got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Free Speed, Jordan Casey, Ethan Johnson, Crystal and Racing, and you guys for putting it up.
Awesome, and we appreciate all you guys for coming out as well. I'll go ahead and get all you guys out of here, and then I will go over the next couple races for everybody in the league. Give me about 60 seconds, everybody. Alright, everybody, sorry for that delay on that. But that is going to be the end of tonight's session for the Vendor Designs UMP Modifieds for Week 7. Next week, 7 days from today, we're going to have the season finale, Week 8, for the UMP Modifieds. After that, we're going to be leading into our playoff format. And tomorrow, as always, at 10 p.m., we'll be coming back with